Yes, students, previous class we have seen Z transformation and we have gone through the definitions of Z transformation. Today we are going to see the inverse Z transform, but please remember, go to the previous lecture and just see all the formulas are very important in the inverse Z transform, students. Okay, so just we will see how the definition of inverse Z transform is there. Before, you should know what is definition of Z transform. So here we have given un is equal to f of n for n is equal to 0, comma 1, comma 2 is there, and so on. And un is equal to 0 for n is less than 0. Please remember this. Then the z transform of un is defined by z of un and is defined and is given by z of un is equal to u of z, student. So same way we have inverse z transform is defined as un is equal to z inverse u of z, students. So to study the inverse z transform, you have seen so many digital data. Yes, they process and analyze the digital data by using z transform. You may say how this is going to happen. Is there are so many, we can just see mp3 are there files, mp4 files are there, zip files are there. What you do, students, you can have a z transform, and inverse z transform is also seen in this type of files. Even the images files, you can just see, we can convert this images file using inverse z transform. So therefore we study inverse z transform. So here are some formula list we already studied in the z transform. In the previous lecture I have already given all this formula, students. So please again note down this z transform formulas, very important, students. So you can just see this column will give you the z transform of this right side, and whatever there in the right side, all these formulas, if you convert this in the inverse z transform, students, you are going to get the left side, students. So please note down these formulas. Already you have noted down, so just please practice those formulas. So here are again few more inverse z transform, students. Yes, you can just see here, this is u of z is the value of all z terms. Inverse z transform will be given by this right side, student. So please see that inverse z transform is defined by un is equal to z inverse u of z, student. So please remember this formula. By using this formula, we are going to solve, that is very important, examples on this partial fraction method. By using partial fraction method, we can easily solve the inverse z transform, students. I will tell you how. Before solving this problem, you should first note down, partial fraction method is used if the order of expression in the numerator is less than or equal to the that in the denominator, student. So please remember this. In the numerator, order must be less than the order of denominator, or if it is equal, then also we can use this partial fraction. So for our study in inverse z transform, we will be giving more importance in the partial fraction. So I have done this partial fraction method. Again, you have to remember the second very important point in partial fraction, students, that is partial fraction form of expression, that is u of z divided by z. You are going to express the equation or the value what they have given as the z transform. You have to express in this form, that is u of z divided by z, students. Okay, so keeping in this your mind, we will simplify inverse z transform of this z inverse 2z square plus 3z divided by z plus 2 into z minus 4, students. Same way we are going to solve this second and third example. We will see one by one. These examples are very easy when you practice at least 2 times. Okay, students, so we will solve this example now, keeping all the formulas in your mind and using this proper note 1 and 2. we will simplify this example, students. So please write down this. Yes, we will take the solution of this example, students. Okay, so here you can see in the numerator, the order of this is 2. How you find order of this 2? Just for your understanding or your to remember that power of z is 2. Therefore, order is 2. Same in the denominator, here order is 2. Again, you can just see z into z, you can get z square, which is again order is 2, or the power is 2 here. So what it says, you can apply the partial fraction only when order in the numerator and order in the denominator must be equal, or in the numerator it must be less than the denominator. Order of numerator must be less than the denominator. Therefore, this method can be applied here. Okay, so we will apply this, students. So this is what we have: z inverse 2 z square plus 3z divided by z plus 2 into z minus 4, students. So I will take this as now take or let u of z, please write down u of z is equal to, I will take this equation, students, that is 2 z square plus 3z divided by z plus 2 and z minus 4, students. So like this you have to first take the u of that z, then go to step 1. What is step 1? You have to remember, you are going to write this u of z in terms of u of z divided by z. Then only you please remember that partial fraction method can be applied here, students. Okay, so we will apply this. So first I will simplify this. So this is equal to, I will take z common from the numerator. So this will be 2z plus 3, students. Okay, divided by, this is z plus 2 and z minus 4. Is it clear? So that this z, I can take it this in the denominator. I will take this z in the denominator, students. Is it clear? So therefore I will take this z. So therefore when I take this z in the denominator, this value will become, now this is equal to 2z plus 3 divided by z plus 2, and this is z minus 4, friends. Now you can just see in the numerator, the order now is going to become 1, and in the denominator, order here is 2. Therefore, okay, so I will just take the partial fraction. Okay, so please remember this is equal to, you will get this as a divided by z plus 2 plus b divided by z minus 4, students. So I think everyone knows how to do partial fraction. Yes, Manish is there.
Yes, sir.
Please tell me what is the value of a and b. Yes, Kirti is there. Please solve a and b and tell me what is the partial fractions you have studied already. Not so difficult, students. A and b you can find out very easily. Kampanna is there. Please solve this. Solve partial fraction, beta. Yes, students. Very simple. It is finding a and b. Yes, Mahadev. Please try. Prashant, Omkar, Lokesh, Mazin, Prabhu Goda. Prabhu Goda, you have joined very late, beta, today. Yes, please solve A and B and tell me. Okay. So I will tell you the step now. So this is equal to, that implies you are going to take here, multiply here, LCM you are going to take. So Z minus 4, and here cross multiply you are going to take here Z plus 2. So therefore you can see this one, this is. Yes students, please simplify and tell me what is the answer.
11 by 6, 1 by 6.
Yes, so A you have calculated, that is 11 by 6, right?
Yes, sir.
And B you have calculated, this is
1 by 6.
1 by 6. So everyone got the same answer. See, please check partial fraction, you should know. So I will just give one hint here. To find A, what I have to put? I want to find this term, means this term must be 0. To take this term must be 0. Z is equal to minus 2 you take. Okay, then substitute wherever Z is there, minus 2. So this will be minus 4 plus 3 is equal to A minus 4 minus 2 and plus. Here you can just see B minus 2 plus 2 is that, means this term will become 0. Then this will be minus 1 is equal to A minus 6. Yes, you have done the same way. So therefore A is equal to, I will take minus 6 on this side, 1 upon 6 this is. So A is equal to 6 you have got. Okay, you have got B is equal to 1 upon 6. Okay, then you will get here B is equal to 11 upon 6. So okay, you have interchanged this. So no problem. So now I will find, to find B. Please check the answer students. So this is Z is equal to 4. To find B, what I will do, this term I will make 0 so that I will get here B term. So just substitute here Z is equal to 4. So this will be 2 into 4 is 8 plus 3 is equal to, now you can just see A is now here 4 minus 4 will become Z, 0 plus B into 4 plus 2 this is. So therefore this is 11 is equal to, this term will become 0 students. I am solving this in right side. Please note that. Okay. So 4 plus 2 will become 6, or B is going to become 11 upon 6. No problem. A and B you have interchanged. No problem. But please see that you take here A is equal to, even I will take the same thing what I have got, 1 upon 6, and B is equal to 11 upon 6 student. Please check everyone got the same answer. How to find A and B using partial fraction? Yes, any doubt in this? Please tell me. Partial fraction you know already. Okay. Then, yes, students, please tell me if you have any doubt finding A and B. Please tell me. I will repeat this step once again. Yes, Kanishaka, Manish is there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, beta. Thank you for your reply. Mazin, you got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for your reply, beta. So now we will simplify this. So A is equal to 1 upon 6 and B is equal to 11 upon 6 I will take. So therefore, U of Z divided by z is equal to, so this will be written as 1 upon 6 divided by z plus 2, right, plus 11 divided by 6 divided by z minus 4, students. So therefore this is u of z divided by z we have calculated, students. From this I will get this by using partial fraction. So please remember, all these things you have to do in partial fraction. Next step must be u of z divided by z is equal to 1 upon 6 divided by z plus 2 plus 11 divided by 6 divided by z minus 4. Okay, next we will simplify this. So I want to find z inverse of u of z. So I will take z again here. So this is going to become 1 upon 6. I will take it outside. This is going to become z divided by z plus 2. Same way I will take this z this side also in this. So 11 upon 6 I will take it outside. This is going to become z divided by z minus 4, students. Again, very important, students. Please remember, I have not used anywhere the z transform at the last step. Please remember this. Now I am going to apply inverse z transform, students. Please remember, therefore we get what we get. Inverse z transform of u of z will be equal to, the last step I'm going to use by the formula method. So I told in the previous class, remember the formula. In the today's morning also I told you that in the beginning of the class that formulas are very important, friends. So I will take 1 upon 6 constant z inverse. This is z divided by z plus 2 plus 11 upon 6 I will take outside. This is inverse z transform of z divided by z minus 4, students. Any doubt, please ask me, students, now only. Don't keep your doubts in your mind. If anything, if you don't understand, tell me, I will repeat once again. Okay, so if you be perfect in partial fractions, this is very important. Okay, then now you tell me what is the answer. That is z transform of z inverse transform of z divided by z plus e. This formula you should know from the formula, and you are going to use the formula I'm writing on the right hand side. Which formula I'm going to use? Yes, students, these two formulas you should know. Please tell me what is the formula for z divided by z plus a.
A raised to n.
Yes, it is a raised to n. Whereas z divided by z minus a. Plus you have told me. Now minus. Yes, please don't get confused. Plus and minus. Please tell me the second one.
En.
Yes, please repeat.
En.
A raised to n. But then how both will be same? Okay.
First one is a to the power minus.
So here it is very important, students. Please see the formula list. I will tell you where it is. See here. Z divided by Z minus A is A raised to n. Please remember this. And Z divided by Z plus A is there minus A raised to n, students. So please remember this formula. Okay, so I will write here for this, right? This is minus is there, correct. So you can just see z divided by z plus a is minus a raised to z. So I told you to remember this formula. Very important to simplify the example, students. Okay, no problem. So we will simplify this, substitute the values here. Therefore, you can see here very well. Here it is, a is 2 is there. So I will just substitute. The last step is z transform, inverse z transform you are going to apply. Remaining simplification and substitution will be there, students. So this is plus is there, z divided by z plus 2 will become minus 2 raised to n plus 11 divided by 6. Z inverse Z transform of Z divided by Z minus 4 will become now, this is 4 raised to n students. Yes, students. So only one step, last step, we are going to use this as inverse Z transform, students. Remaining thing, you are going to use the partial fraction and you are going to simplify. So please try the next example. Will you try the next example? Let us see how many will get the answer. Please try the next example, students. Yes, let me see how many will get the answer. You should be fast. Okay, so I will give some hint also, don't worry. So we'll start with the solution. So first you are going to take here, they have given directly the u of z. So no problem, I will take u of z is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus z raised to minus 1 they have given here. Okay, in the bracket 2 minus z raised to minus 1. So I cannot take here directly the z transform because this must be simplified in the simplest form. Okay, so what I will do, I will just modify this question, student. So this is, I will take 1 divided by 1 minus 1 upon z. Here I will take 2 minus 1 upon z. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now I will take the LCM here. I will multiply here z, and here I will multiply 1. Here also I will take LCM here. Here I will take z, and here 1. So therefore this equation is written like this: 1 divided by z minus 1, right? And this is divided by z is there, and same way here also I will take, this is 2z minus 1 divided by z, students. Now here we have two denominator of the denominator, we have z here as well as z here. So I will take it this in the numerator. Denominator of the denominator will come in the numerator, students. So please remember, so we have 2z here, one z is there, and here second z is there. So z will get z square. Z square divided by, this is z minus 1 to z minus 1, students. So slight modification is required here. Then this is your u of z, student. So is it clear now? Any doubt in this simplification? Please tell me. I will repeat once again. See, this is not in the standard form. Therefore, I have just taken here z minus z raised to minus 1. They have given, I have taken here 1 upon z. Okay. So here I have taken the LCM. The LCM will become z minus 1 upon z. Whereas 2 minus 1 upon z, LCM is going to become 2z minus 1 upon z. So here we have 2 z. Here is first z and second z. So z into z will become z square. Z square I have taken in the numerator. So in the denominator only z minus 1 and 2z minus 1 will remain, students. Now we will take the step 1. What is step 1 we have? Yes, please remember, we are going to take, that is u of z divided by z. Whenever you find partial fraction, this must be written in terms of u of z divided by z. So what I will do, here we have z square, I have 1z, I will take in the denominator, run. So therefore this is going to become 1z will be in the numerator divided by denominator z minus 1. This is 2z minus 1, students. Isn't clear? Now you take the partial fraction, students. So now easily you can take, this is equal to a divided by z minus 1 plus b divided by 2z minus 1, students. So please, can you do find a and b using partial fraction, students? Please do partial fraction and find A and B. Please tell me what is the answer of A and what is the answer of B. Yes, beta?
1 and minus 1.
Ah, very good, very good. You got the correct answer. A is 1 and B is -1. Yes, Manish, Kanishka, Kirti, please do this problem. Priyanka is there. Yes, Mazin, do you got the same answer? Please check. Kempanna, please see what is the answer you are getting. Same answer is no. You got the same answer? Yes, you must be fast in this partial fraction because only one step you will get the values. So u of z divided by z is equal to, this is 1 divided by z minus 1. This is minus. So minus is there. Minus I will take here. Minus 1 divided by 2z minus 1, students. Is it clear? Okay, so this is by partial fraction. Please remember this, students. You should know what is partial fraction. Please practice the partial fraction first. Then you can easily do this. So I think you know everyone partial fractions, right? So now we will simplify. See, again I cannot take the direct apply here z inverse z transform. So I have to again take this z in the numerator. So this is u of z is equal to z divided by z minus 1 minus this is z divided by 2z minus 1, students. Again, please remember here we have 2z, we don't have the formula in 2z, so just little modification is required. Okay, so what I can modify this, so I can just write z divided by 2z minus 1 as only this term I will modify. Okay, so here I will take this as z divided by, I don't want this 2 in this, so what I can do, I will divide this by 2, I will divide this by 2, so therefore 2 will get cancelled, this will become z, both the terms I am going to multiply here 2, so this is z minus 1 upon 2. So I have taken outside here 2 I have taken outside. So if I take out 2 outside, you can just see here it will be z minus 1 upon 2. Any doubt in this, friends? What I have done here? I don't want this 2 in this bracket, so I have taken outside 2. So therefore here only z remains minus, here minus 1 is there. There is no 2, so I am going to divide this by 2. So therefore this equation is written z divided by z minus 1 upon 2 into 2. Okay, so slight modification I have done here that I have written on the right hand side, students. Please note that. So now this is equation will be written as z divided by z minus 1 minus, here 1 upon 2 is there, so I will just take out 1 upon 2, so that the value I am going to get will be in the simplest form. Then this is z divided by z minus 1 upon 2, students. So why I have taken this? Because we don't have any formula to z minus 1, but we have z minus 1 upon 2. I can simplify the formula, therefore I have done this modification. Now I am going to apply inverse z transform, students. So please remember, last step is the inverse z transform. Don't apply the inverse z transform in the first step only. Okay, now I will apply inverse z transform. U of z is equal to, this is inverse z transform z divided by z minus 1, and this is minus 1 upon 2 is constant, I will take it outside. This is z transform of z divided by z minus 1 upon 2, students. So any doubt is there? Please tell me, students. Yes. Now we are going to use the formula. Please remember the formula. I am writing again and again formula. Please remember z inverse transform of z divided by z minus a. Please remember the formula is a raised to n. So please substitute So here we get this is equal to, what is the answer, students? Please tell me. Yes, Mazin.
minus 1 raised to n
Yes, next.
minus half into half raised to half raised to n.
Yes, very good. Your answer is right, beta. Very well done. You have got the correct answer. See, everyone must solve like this. Yes. So everyone got the same answer. Manish, please check once again. You got the same answer. Okay. So like this, you should solve the inverse Z transform using partial fraction, students. Very, very important this is. Okay. Let us see how many will get the next answer. So please solve the next one. See, if you have any doubts, please ask me, students. Now we can solve the, yes. Solve this and tell me what is the answer. We will see how many will get the answer. Yes, students, please try solving this problem very easy by using partial fractions. You can do it very easily. Okay, even I will give you some hint, but see that you do it by yourself and you should be fast now. Okay, so I will take what is given here. Given u of z is equal to 4 z square minus 2z divided by, this is 2 z square minus 3z plus 1. Yes, students. Okay. See, looking at the question, in the denominator it is 2z square minus 3z plus 1 is there. I cannot take this direct value. So what I will do? I will just split this value. So 2z square minus 3z plus 1 can be written as, oh, okay. So I will take here this 3z, I will just split in terms of 2z and z. Please remember this, students. Okay. So from this and this I will take out common. From the first term, there it is 2z, I will take it outside. So what is remaining here? Z minus 1 is remaining. Whereas in the next term it is minus 1, I will take outside, so that this will be Z minus 1, students. From this part and from this part, you can see this is Z minus 1 I can take outside. So what is remaining here? 2Z minus 1 is remaining. So like this you have to split the equation, students. Is it clear? Okay. Now again you can just see here uz divided by z I want. So I will just take out one z in the numerator. So one z I will take outside, students. So you can just see this is 2z uz is equal to, this is, I will take z outside, right? So in the bracket you will get here 4z minus 2, right? So 1z I have taken outside, divided by, you please substitute this value, that is z minus 1, 2z minus 1, students, right? So now I'm going to apply the partial fraction, but please remember, whenever you apply the partial fraction, this expression must be written in terms of uz divided by z. Please keep this in your mind, students. So this is equal to 4z minus 2 divided by z minus 1, 2z minus 1. So now you can see in the numerator order is 1 and in the denominator order is 2. Therefore, we can use partial fractions, students. So therefore, this is equal to a divided by z minus 1 and this is plus b divided by 9. plus b divided by 2z minus 1. Please tell me, using partial fraction, students, please tell me what is a and b.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Priyanka, please try it and tell me. Yes, beta, yes.
Sir, what if we interchange that z minus 1 and 2z minus 1 with a and b?
No problem. You can do that.
We get different values,
Purposely
right?
I've written Purposely I've written a divided by z minus 1 and b divided by 2z minus 1. Okay, no problem. You can tell me a and b.
Minus 4 and 12.
Yes, a is equal to minus 4 and b is equal to 12. Everyone got the same answer? See, fast, I will solve this partial fractions here. So you can just see, to find a, okay, to find a, what you do, you just substitute here. First you write down the equation first. It is 4z minus 2 is equal to a in the bracket 2z minus 1 you take, and here you take plus b, this is z minus 1. So I want to find z, means I will put z is equal to 1. So this is 4 minus 2 is equal to a into 2 minus 1. Yes or no? This term is going to become 0. Am I right, students? So
Yes, sir.
this is 4 minus 2. A, that implies a is equal to 2. Hey, a is equal to 2 I'm getting. Please check, am I right?
Yes, sir. A is 2 and B is 0.
Yes, sir.
Okay, A is 2. So I think this is, you got confused. Okay, now I will just simplify like this. Okay, now I want to find B. Okay, I will find now B. To find B, I want to make this term 0, this side. A term I want to become 0. So what I will just substitute, Z is equal to 1 upon 2. I will substitute. Just see, 4 in the bracket, this is 1 upon 2 minus 2 is equal to a 2 into 1 upon 2 minus 1 plus b 1 upon 2 minus 1. So 2 will get cancelled. This is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means this is 0. A is 0. Okay. So now I will simplify for b. So for b, this is again 2. This is will become 1. This is 2. So 2 minus 2, 0. Oh, b. We are getting this term 0. Okay. Then this term. So this is 2 minus b. So b will become minus 1 upon 2. Or b is equal to 0. I'm getting b is equal to 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
minus
sir.
2, sir.
B is 0.
B equal to
b is
minus 2,
0,
sir.
nahi?
B
B
is
is
equal to
equal to
0,
minus
sir.
2.
So it is the 0.
0 0.
0, sir.
See, please check, this is 0, nahi? Right. 0, right? See, this term
Okay,
will
sir.
become 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So when you multiply 0 to any term will become 0 only. So you multiply 2 to 0, nahi? So b will become 0. So okay, b is getting 0 sim. Okay, no problem. Let b will 0. So therefore, only a term, what we have got here, a term is 2. So just substitute here 2. So therefore, u of z divided by z is going to become, this is 2 upon z minus 1 plus 0 divided by 2z minus 1. So further you will simplify, you will take z in the numerator. Therefore, u of z is equal to, this is 2z divided by z minus 1, students. Now the last step after completing this, modifying this equation such a way that I should get the next step itself, using formula I should get the inverse z transform. Now I'm going to apply inverse z transform, that is inverse z transform is given, u of z is equal to, I will take 2 outside, which is constant. So inverse z transform of z divided by z minus 1 student. So please tell me what is the answer now. Yes, please, what you will get here? Z divided by z minus 1.
2 into 1 raised to n.
Very good. It is 1 raised to n, or so you are going to use this formula already I have given here. Z divided by z minus 1 is equal to a raised to n. A is 1 now. So therefore this is 1 raised to n, or the final answer you are going to get this is 2. Is it clear, students? Any doubt, please ask me.
So could you
So
please
this is
show
how
the
we can
previous
very
example
easily
solution?
previous example. Okay, here we
Yes.
have.
Yes. Okay.
This is again z divided by z minus 1. So 1 raised to n, this is means 1 only. You can write 1. You can simplify this example also. This is 1 minus 1 upon 2 is there. So I can write like this. 1 upon 2 n plus 1. One term will be there. This is also right. Okay. Yes, students, any doubt is there? You can ask me, please. If no doubts are there, then we will continue in the next class, students. Thank you so much. Yes, Kaustubh is sitting